Have you ever imagined a land that changes its appearance with every season? A place where the air is fresh, the land is peaceful, the people are polite, and the cities are orderly? Canada is such a country, rich not only in natural beauty, but also in a developed system, magnificent cities, a civilized society, and human values that give it a prominent place in the world. Today, we will take you on a detailed journey, from Canada's cities to its snowy fields, lakes, seasons, festivals, and people. This story is not just a collection of information, but an emotional and thoughtful journey. We will not just see Canada on the map, but we will feel it within our hearts. The sounds, the sights, the fragrances, the behaviors. Everything will unfold like a film. Get ready, because this is not just an informative journey. It is an inner reflection, a mirror of life. Canada's geography is the foundation of its identity, beauty, and strength. Located at the top of North America, it is the second largest country in the world by area. Its total area is approximately 9.9 million square kilometers, meaning that if a person walks 1 kilometer each day, even a lifetime would not be enough to explore all of Canada. To the east lies the Atlantic Ocean, to the west, the Pacific Ocean, to the north, the icy Arctic Ocean, and to the south, the United States. This strategic location is not only naturally important, but also economically and geopolitically unique. Canada is divided into 10 provinces and 3 territories: British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. The 3 territories are Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. Each province and territory carries its own unique culture, natural beauty, climate, and history. There are millions of lakes in Canada, about 2 million in total, which account for more than 7% of all lakes in the world. The largest freshwater lakes in the world, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario, are located on the Canada-USA border. About half of Canada's land is covered in forests, and its northern areas are known as tundra, where the ground remains frozen for most of the year. In the south, fertile lands, green plains, fields, rivers, and mountain ranges can be found. From the western coast of British Columbia to the eastern edge of Newfoundland, thousands of kilometers of land display every possible geographical variation. There are snowy mountains, salty seas, blue springs, and green valleys. Canada's borders are also of special importance. The border with the United States is the longest international land border in the world, stretching approximately 8,900 kilometers. Canada contains various geographic regions, such as the Canadian Shield, located in central Canada, rich in mineral resources; the Arctic region, where snow dominates most of the year; the prairie provinces, such as Saskatchewan and Manitoba, where agriculture flourishes; the Rocky Mountain Range, a majestic mountain chain located between Alberta and British Columbia. The combination of all these regions makes Canada a treasure trove of natural resources. Its land holds everything: water, minerals, forests, snow, fertile soil, and coastlines. Blessings that make Canada one of the most naturally gifted countries on Earth. Canada is a country where every season tells a different story. The 4 seasons here are so distinct and unique that it feels like living in 4 different countries in a single year. Each season arrives with its own beauty, its own activities, and its own atmosphere, becoming an integral part of people's lives. Winter begins in November and continues with intensity until February. In northern regions, temperatures can drop as low as -30 degrees Celsius. Snow covers everything. Trees are bare, lakes are frozen, and people are wrapped in warm clothing. But what makes Canadian winters special is that life doesn't stop. It actually becomes more vibrant. People go ice skating, play in the snow, build snow houses, and each city hosts winter festivals. Montreal's Winter Carnival, Quebec City's ice hotels, and Ottawa's Rideau Canal skating are some of the season's highlights. Spring lasts from March to May. Snow gradually melts, green buds begin to sprout on trees, flowers bloom, and the songs of birds fill the air again. Spring mornings are filled with fragrances, and the evenings are lit with soft, golden light. People stroll in parks, take their children to playgrounds, and enjoy the rebirth of nature. Summer begins in June and lasts through August. In southern Canada, temperatures can reach up to 30 degrees Celsius, while the northern regions experience a milder summer. This season is for recreation, travel, and festivals. Colors, aromas, lights, and the hustle of life can be seen everywhere. People set up tents near lakes, go camping, boating, enjoy barbecues and fireworks light up the night skies. Major summer events include Toronto's Caribbean Carnival, Calgary's Stampede, and Vancouver's Celebration of Light. Autumn spans from September to October and is perhaps Canada's most beautiful season. Leaves on trees turn yellow, orange, red, and golden. Every road, park, and garden looks like a transformed canvas by a master painter. There's a slight mist in the air, the fragrance of fallen leaves, and a peaceful calm during the day. This is the time when people head out with their cameras to capture nature's colors. Regions like Ontario, Nova Scotia, and Quebec are famous for their autumn foliage. Canada's seasons do more than change the landscape. They shape lifestyles, culture, mindsets, and daily routines. With each season, a new rhythm of life emerges, and this natural cycle is what sets Canada apart from the rest of the world. Canada's cities represent a unique balance between nature and development, tradition and modernity, culture and convenience. Each city has its own identity, atmosphere, and rhythm. The largest city in Canada is Toronto. It's not only a central hub for the country, but also a cultural, financial, and economic capital for the world. With its skyscrapers, corporate offices, world-class universities, theaters, and galleries, Toronto offers a complete urban experience. It is considered one of the most diverse cities in the world. Nearly 140 languages are spoken here, and people from every corner of the globe call it home. This global presence gives the city a truly international character. Montreal, the largest city in the province of Quebec, offers an entirely different vibe. The language, food, culture, and arts here reflect strong French influences. The city's cafes, streets, art galleries, and jazz festivals give it a distinctly European feel. Montreal is also known as the cultural capital of Canada. Vancouver, located in Western Canada, is where nature and humanity meet in perfect harmony. Nestled between the ocean and mountains, this city is not only stunning, but also considered a model of environmental sustainability. Its lifestyle is active and health-conscious. Vancouver is also a major hub for the film industry and is often referred to as Hollywood North. Calgary, an important city in Alberta, is known as Canada's energy capital. Much of its economy is tied to oil and gas. At the same time, Calgary is famous for its cowboy heritage and the globally recognized Calgary Stampede Festival. Halifax, a port city in eastern Canada, is known for its maritime history, music, and literary heritage. It is a calm and picturesque place where life moves at a gentle and simple pace. Cities like Winnipeg, Saskatchewan, Edmonton, Regina, and Victoria are also key economic, educational, and cultural centers in Canada. People from various ethnic backgrounds live in all these cities, and this diversity is one of Canada's greatest strengths. Canadian urban life provides a balance rarely seen in other developed nations. On one side, there are advanced facilities, technology, and rapid progress, while on the other, there is closeness to nature, cultural heritage, and social harmony. These elements make Canada's cities more than just places to live. They become rich experiences in themselves. If Canada is called the land of natural wonders, it wouldn't be wrong. The natural sights found in this country are not only a source of peace for its residents, but also attract tourists from all over the world. These natural treasures include lakes, waterfalls, mountains, valleys, icy regions, and lush forests, each offering a unique beauty in every season. Canada is home to approximately 200,000 lakes, some of which are the largest freshwater lakes in the world. Located in Ontario, Lake Superior, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and Lake Huron border the United States and are famous for their size and beauty. People camp, canoe, fish, and hike along their scenic shores. Banff National Park in Alberta is like a paradise. Its Lake Louise, with turquoise waters, snow-covered mountains, and serene surroundings, captures the heart of every visitor. Nearby Moraine Lake is also a favorite for nature photographers due to its vibrant blue color and dramatic rocky landscape. No talk of natural sights is complete without mentioning Niagara Falls. Located between Ontario and New York State, the constant roar of cascading water and the emerging rainbow leave viewers in awe. Niagara Falls is not just a natural attraction, it has become a national symbol of Canada. In the Northern Territories of Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut, the snow-covered plains, polar forests, and months-long winter nights create an otherworldly experience. In these regions, you can witness the rare spectacle known as the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. When green, purple, and blue lights shimmer across the winter sky, the scene feels magical. Canada's forests are also a blessing. Covering approximately 347 million hectares, they help maintain the country's environmental balance and are home to thousands of species of plants and animals. Bears, elks, caribou, beavers, and a wide variety of birds thrive in these habitats. Between British Columbia and Alberta lies the Rocky Mountain Range, one of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the world. Towering snowy peaks, deep valleys, crystal springs, glaciers, and wildlife make this place feel truly enchanted. These natural locations are not just pleasing to the eyes, they bring peace to the heart and mind. Being in these places helps one feel a spiritual connection with nature and the world. This silent language of nature brings us closer to our essence. If Canada's greatest strength lies anywhere, it is in its people and their culture. Millions of individuals from different parts of the world have settled in this land, bringing with them not only languages, customs, food, clothing, and religious practices, but also their values and aspirations. Every face here tells a different story. Every accent reflects a unique language, and every home is a glimpse of a different tradition. Canada's population is around 40 million, including First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and various ethnic minorities. The country's constitution not only recognizes a multicultural society, but actively encourages it. This is why hundreds of festivals, gatherings, and cultural events take place in countless languages every year, involving both native citizens and immigrants. The First Nations people are the true guardians of Canada's history. Their customs, arts, and beliefs are deeply rooted in the country's cultural identity. Their wood carvings, drums, traditional dances, and attire are still celebrated in various ceremonies and festivals. English is the most widely spoken language in Canada, followed by French, especially dominant in Quebec. However, languages like Punjabi, Urdu, Chinese, Spanish, Tamil, Arabic, Persian, and many others are now part of daily life. This linguistic blend is seen in the streets, radio channels, newspapers, and even government institutions. Canadian culture holds literature, music, painting, cinema, and theater in high regard. Every city boasts museums, libraries, art galleries, and open-air stages where local and international artists showcase their talent. The Toronto International Film Festival, TIFF, is one of the world's premier platforms for filmmakers. The people of Canada are generally known for being gentle, patient, courteous, and helpful. Greeting strangers, guiding those in distress, or offering a seat on the bus. These are common gestures that create a warm and welcoming social atmosphere. Human rights are strongly protected in Canada. Whether it's freedom of religion, freedom of expression, or acceptance of gender identity, laws here ensure full protection for all individuals. This sense of security not only makes Canada a safe place to live, but also one that is easy to love. This diversity is not just on the surface. It exists in people's hearts. Everyone respects, learns from, and embraces one another. This spirit is what makes Canada a global village, a place where people from around the world live together while proudly maintaining their individual identities. Canada's development is not based solely on natural resources or modern technology, but also on its exceptional education and healthcare systems. It is one of the few countries in the world where education and health are considered fundamental human rights, and access to them is ensured for every citizen. Starting with education, Canada's system meets international standards. It offers primary, secondary, and higher education, and public schooling is completely free. Children begin school at the age of 5 and continue through grade 12 under the government's provision. Canada is also highly regarded in the field of higher education. Institutions like the University of Toronto, the University of British Columbia, McGill University, and the University of Montreal are renowned both nationally and internationally. These universities offer top-tier education in science, engineering, business, arts, and medicine. Every year, hundreds of thousands of international students come to Canada in pursuit of quality education. In Canada, education is not limited to textbooks. Emphasis is placed on training, research, and creative thinking. Students are taught confidence, expression, critical thinking, and social awareness, skills that empower them to be informed and responsible members of society. Now let's talk about healthcare. In Canada, basic healthcare services are provided to all citizens by the government. The public healthcare system, known as Medicare, is recognized globally as a model. Each province and territory issues health cards to its residents, which allow access to free treatment at public hospitals and clinics. Whether it's an emergency, a routine checkup, or treatment for a serious illness, most services are provided at no cost. However, some services like dental care or vision correction may sometimes require private coverage. Canada also excels in medical research, training, and use of modern technology. Every major city has hospitals, research centers, and medical universities where global-level research is conducted. Canadian doctors and nurses are considered among the best in the world. Education and healthcare in Canada are kept above political interference. These two sectors are seen as the backbone of societal progress. As a result, Canadian citizens enjoy lives that are confident, informed, and healthy. This strong system not only improves the lives of local citizens, but also provides equal opportunities for newcomers and international students. It is this fairness, this structure, and this spirit that makes Canada a developed and sustainable society. Canada's economy is considered one of the strongest in the world. Its economic structure stands firmly on the pillars of natural resources, advanced technology, a highly educated workforce, and a stable system of governance. Starting with natural resources, Canada is blessed with vast reserves of oil, gas, timber, minerals, and freshwater. Provinces like Alberta, British Columbia, and Saskatchewan play a key role in energy production. In addition to oil and gas, hydropower is also a major source of energy in Canada. Agriculture is another vital component of Canada's economy. In the prairie provinces, crops like wheat, corn, and canola are cultivated on a large scale. The agricultural system here is driven by modern machinery and scientific research, resulting in high productivity and quality. When it comes to the technology and service sectors, cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal are hubs for IT, finance, healthcare, and education. These cities are home to software companies, startups, and international banks that fuel economic momentum. Canada offers abundant employment opportunities. There is high demand for skilled professionals in healthcare, information technology, transportation, construction, education, and agriculture. The government supports this by running immigration programs that bring in talent from around the world to strengthen the economy further. Canada's labor market is modern and balanced. Minimum wages are regulated and workers' rights are protected by law. Work hours, holidays, maternity leave, and retirement plans are all safeguarded, providing employees with a sense of security and confidence. Immigration also plays a significant role in economic growth. Every year, millions of people immigrate to Canada through various programs, improving their lives and contributing to the country's economy. Tourism is another beautiful aspect of Canada's economy. Millions of tourists visit Canada's mountains, lakes, waterfalls, and cities every year. This boosts industries like hospitality, tour guiding, transport, and local crafts. What truly sets Canada's economy apart is its transparency, public involvement in policymaking, and the stability of its governance. It is easy to do business here. The laws are clear, and institutions are efficient. These are the factors that attract investors and entrepreneurs from all over the world. Canada's currency, the Canadian dollar, is considered stable in global financial markets. The banking system is robust. tax policies are fair, and exports remain strong. In conclusion, Canada's prosperity is not merely a gift of nature, but the result of a well-thought-out, hard-working, and transparent system that continues to work for a better future for every citizen.